Okay, so this is what we're thinking about doing. And I don't know why I say we when I'm talking about myself. It makes me look like I have a multi personality thing going on here. I don't know why I do that. But, anyways, me, we, whatever, this is what we're going to do. We have decided we are tired of getting rejected by publishers and literary agents. So, knowing that our shit is good because it was professionally edited by a New York agency that cost $6,000. And the company that I went through also do what's it called, hybrid publishing, where you pay them like a gazillion dollars and then they publish it and then kind of do the footwork for you, but only like 50%, and they don't give you an advance or something like that. Anyways, they had their opportunity to get more money from me because I was like, oh my God, I'm so desperate to get this freaking book out there because I want to share it with the whole freaking world. And they were like, you know what? The guy who was the head of my project, as they called it, he's like, the girl who edited your book, she knows her shit. She loves your book, and if she loves it, and she told me she loves it, that means that it's good because she don't just be giving praise to anybody. So keep pushing it. Do not. What did he say? No, they both said, do not sell yourself short and self publish. This is a traditional publishing quality book. So I was getting a little discouraged. I kept having more and more rejections. I'm still getting them. And I was feeling kind of low. And I found online somewhere, I don't know how I stumbled upon this, but the dude who wrote Black Hawk Down, which, turned into a movie that had, that sexy Josh Hartnett starring in it. I guess that was a book. And it took him 35 years to get it published. Like, he was just rejected over and over and over and over and over again. And I guess he kept doing rewrites because they say the real story happens in the rewrites, right? So he finally, after all this time, got it published. Not only was it good and did well, but they made a movie out of it. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna just give up and just say, I'm a talentless hack and I can't write. But I've decided to do something else in the interim. So I've written that one, that main novel, right? And then I have two other ones that I wrote. Neither one of the other two are professionally edited. So although they are complete, they're not that great. They're not as great as the first one. That one was my heart and soul. It took 5 years to get that book completely from just a draft of just bunch of stories that ended up becoming one huge conglomerate into a big, huge 160,000 word novel, which obviously got cut down because that's way too freaking long, which I didn't know at the time. So I'm not gonna touch on that one. It's the baby. It's the perfect one. But these other two are. I actually like the second one a little bit better than the first, but it's not professionally edited. And then the third one, I hate to say it, but I have been watching lots of movies, lots of TV because somebody gave me a TV. I didn't have one. I haven't had a TV since 2013. I just got one this year. So now that I have one, I've been watching it like crazy and then just streaming and downloading all these things. And the point being, I have been watching a lot of stuff. And I am noticing a trend. I am seeing one idea being redone over and over and over and over again by other people in slightly different ways, and it's really pissing me off. It's really freaking annoying. It's like, does anybody have a unique creative bone in their body? We're just gonna keep remaking the same shit over and over and over again, right? It's annoying. So I've decided in my head that what is happening, and also why I've been getting all these rejections, is because people don't want original, unique quality. They want same old bullshit, just done in different ways. They want shit that's easy to digest, stuff that is easy for the simple minded person, which is fine. I mean, my boyfriend says, "Oh, people don't want something that involves a lot of thinking and is really in depth, and they don't really want that literary fiction because they work all day, and at the end of the day they just want something they could just quickly pick up and, de-stress, decompress. I get it. I'm not writing for those people though. I'm writing for people like me who actually love crazy, all over the place, unique, creative, different, man, what the hell is going on here? Plot twist, mystery, like really hardcore thinking stuff. I don't write for the common person. Going back to where I was going with this. The third book I tried to write more simplistic, not as good, because it seems like that's what everybody's into. And so I'm like, well, maybe if I write something, just like everybody else that's kind of crappy or whatever, maybe that'll get my foot in the door and then I can, push my good stuff. So that book was supposed to be very quick, very short, very brief, very, this is the story, this happens, the end, bam, bam, bam. And my brain is just too, so it didn't turn out that way. It's actually long, and it's got all these plot twists, and I didn't mean to do that, and I can't help it. I realize I cannot write simple-minded things for simple-minded people, and I don't want to say simple-minded as if it's a derogatory and negative thing. I just mean people who, they like to get straight to the point. They like things that are simple. They like, get to the point, tell me what the story is, and then get to the end. I don't write for those kind of people, is what I'm saying. I write for people that are into movies like what is the name of that movie that I really like? There's one on Netflix called I'm Thinking of Ending Things. So I really like that. I like The Sacred Killing of a Deer. I like that. I like We Need to Talk About Kevin. Like that. Like Requiem for a Dream. Like that. So if you have seen any of these movies and you know how crazy they are, that's how my stories are. So I'm looking for those kinds of people. Those are my target audience. Also, I guess I would say feminists, maybe feminists, because I have also noticed, and I'll give you the perfect example of this when I'm done. Movies, books, stories where they tend to like to make women victims or just straight up batshit crazy. Like, why we always gotta be crazy? Why we always gotta be victimized? Why can't we ever be the superhero? And I know it's the the Me Too movement, and that's slowly changing. Like Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I've been told that my first novel is very similar to that. It has that kind of feel. I actually didn't read the book and I have not seen the movie, so I cannot say. But I like to say it's like closer to Gone Girl. And I really love Gone Girl. I do not want to spoil the ending for anybody. But let me just tell you this. I downloaded it on Audible because I hate reading. Actually, it's funny, I write, but I hate reading. I like to be read too, so I listen to audiobooks. And when I'm editing my own stories, I tend to use the text to speech because I don't like to read. Anyway, so I had Audible, right? I downloaded Gone Girl, downloaded it, listened to a little bit, like, this is some bullshit, I don't like this. And then I said, oh, I didn't give it enough chance. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna try to read it again. Went back. Don't like it. Don't like this main bitch. She annoying as fuck. Don't like it. Then I was at the movies with my mom. They played the previews of future movies coming out. And this is a long time ago, obviously. And Gone Girl was there with Ben Affleck, that sexy white girl, Tyler Perry. And I'm like, they made this a movie. This must be good. I'm going to go back. I'm going to grin and bear it. I'm going to get through this book. Went back a third time. Third time's a charm. Got through the first part that was annoying as hell. And when it flipped and you realize what was happening, I remember I was in the car on the freeway driving, and I'm in the car like, oh shit, like, oh my god, that book was so good. And I just love the ending because it's one of those books where I don't want to tell you the ending, just say, go girl. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that book was good. That one and Misery are my favorite two books, like up there, top of the list. Like Misery, Gone Girl. I can't even figure out which one is like number one for me, because forever Misery was my favorite book. You know, the woman, she was winning and then she didn't win. And I know it's kind of fucked up because you don't really want to root for her, but it was nice to see a woman not being, you know, on the opposite side of that shit that was going on, right? So anyways, perfect example of this crap that I've been seeing that I don't like was alimony. Alimony with my girl, Taraji. Taraji was in that with Idris Elba. I think that's how you say his name. And they just made her crazy. She was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Like, bitch was off her rocker. And I have not even finished that movie. Once she started going Coco Loco, I was like, I'm out. I can't. Like, I'm so tired of them making us look like we are just nutso, irrational, illogical, hormonal. I'm done. I'm done with it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna write my own shit, and we gonna be the heroes, and the men gonna be the crazy ones. So that's another thing to be aware of in my stories is men getting their comeuppance because I'm just tired of seeing the opposite. So some have asked, what genre is your book? And I'm like, that's a good question because you can put it under literary fiction, I've been told. You can put it under mystery, thriller, psychological thriller, and I've also been told that it can be considered horror, but only if you're a man. Because we win, they lose. It's kind of scary of what's going on with them. But yeah, I've been told it could be maybe horror if you're a dude, you know. So anyways, what we're going to do is, since we're tired of all these rejections and that went, you know, way, that's right, but I meant way left. We went way off the track there. We're going to take some short stories that we've been playing around with, and they're not really finished. They're just kind of like rough drafts, just things to play around with. There is The Maiming Ripper, which is the third book that the one I said is not so great. It's kind of, it's actually my first time trying a for real horror. Because it's funny, I love horror. Like, I don't watch rom-coms, chick flicks. I really don't really watch comedies all like that. Every blue moon, you'll catch me one. Man movies, no way. I can't do that. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, flying over tables. Oh, that shit makes me dizzy. I cannot watch it. It was too much for my brain. But horror, I watch all day long. Give me some ghosts. Give me some aliens. Maybe I'm a little into the sci-fi, but mainly it's just ghosts, demons, like the devil, stuff that in my head could possibly maybe be real, because I do believe in ghosts and I do believe in, you know, devils and stuff like that, I guess, in a way. Anyways, so we decided we're just going to write some stuff that's not super fantastic. You know, it's not literary fiction. It's not way far out there out of the box. It's just short stories, short horror stories, and we're going to just read a snippet of some of them. There are 3, and then there's The Maiming Ripper, which is the 4th, the 3rd novel that's finished, but not professionally edited. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna have a couple videos underneath this. I think it's only 2 right now. That is me stumbling through just the first part of it. And if you like it, then I will continue to read it, and I will come back and read more or read all. And I want this to be more of an interactive thing if possible. So while I'm reading, because again, this is actually just the first draft of these, except The Maiming Ripper. If you are listening or watching and you're like, it would have been better if you could put that down. You could message me and say, hey, let's, add this to the story. Because I don't think it's been done yet. It may have. But wouldn't it be nice if there could be an anthology or a short story or a short novel written by a community? Wouldn't that be cool? So as I start the draft, you could put in your own 2 cents. As long as it's good, it can't be bad now. You gotta vote it in. And then we could all have this huge conglomerate, maybe a small conglomerate of a short novel that is written by me, by you, by her, by him, maybe just by me and you. And yeah, so it's going to be interactive. So take a look at those two. They're just brief snippets. Snippets just the first part of two different stories. One is the Maiming Ripper, and actually no, I think the Maiming Ripper is going to come later because my cat disturbed me while I was reading that one, so I might have to go do that one again. And it wasn't even the first prologue. It was just like the first paragraph of the prologue. The prologue is really short. I just didn't read it all. And then just tell me which one you want to hear more of, and then I'll read more of that one or the other one or both. And then if you got comments, if you got suggestions, if you want things that you want to put in, insert, do it. And then I'll add it, and then I'll reread it with your pieces in it. And then once we're all done with it, maybe we can submit it, and we could be professional paid writers if we get published, or at least get an agent, right? So if you want to be a writer and you think this is a good idea, you want to play around with it and be a part of it, let me know. And then look at the videos, and then let me know, what I said before, and we'll just continue on from there. Peace out.